Hey. Hey everyone, hope that you guys are doing amazing. Hey everybody. Hey. Hey sexy Tati, nice to see you. Okay, nice to see you. I made sure I announced this live because the one last night was so impromptu, but it was a great live nonetheless. But yes, so today's gonna be an amazing live. I'm talking about the root causes of fibroids, of cysts, and we're gonna talk a little bit about PCOS too. Okay, hey Barbie. Hi Diana. Good afternoon, good evening. Well, it's afternoon where I am, but good evening to you. Where are you guys located? Let me know. I see some new names in here. Okay, if you're new, welcome. Hope that you're doing amazing. Okay, welcome. Definitely excited today. Happy Wednesday. New York, okay. Philly, you guys are, okay, East Coast babies. I'm also on the East Coast. I'm in Maryland, so thank you so much, Sai. Hey, Sai. Yes. Okay, so let me know where you guys are coming from. Thank you guys so much for the likes, okay? And definitely a great mood today. We're gonna talk about the root causes of fibroids, of cysts, and a little bit of PCOS. I get this question all the time. So I'm like, okay, I have to address it. Okay, Charlotte, North Carolina. Hey, Sai, Chicago. Okay, Midwest. Okay. Welcome, ladies. Hey, C. I remember you from, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. I can't remember. All the days are running together. Okay, so hey everybody, I hope that you're doing amazing. If you're new, welcome. If you're coming back, if you're one of those people that always are watching my lives, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, my name is Sasha. I'm a holistic women wellness specialist, and what I do is I help women who have fibroids and other reproductive health issues get to the root cause of the problem, address their fibroids from the roots in order to not only shrink them but also dissolve them, okay, so they can live a life that's fibroid free, naturally, 100% naturally, without Western medicines, interventions, or without Western medicine cutting into your uterus, or giving you all these medications that actually make things worse. I also help women restore their hormonal balance so their body can do what it's designed to do, right? When our hormonal balance is when our hormones are in balance, our body's able to operate the way it's supposed to operate. You're not gonna have these crazy cycles and these tumors and cysts, right? It all starts off with, I'm gonna explain that, hormonal balance, right? Making sure that your body is, all your hormones are in balance. That is so important as women, that is key to good health, right? This is how we get things like infertility, issues with infertility, fibroids, all these things it all stems from your balance, okay? So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about what the root causes of fibroids. We're gonna address the physical things, and we're gonna talk a little bit about things that affect fibroids that I would say energetically, okay? We'll talk about the spiritual side of fibroids too, okay? So if you're here and if you have fibroids, ovarian cysts, blocked tubes, infertility, I help women with all those issues dealing with the womb, hormonal imbalance, you're in the right place, stay tuned. You're gonna learn a lot from this live. You're gonna wanna be on this live, okay? We got 111 people in here, okay? 111, make a wish. Okay, so let's talk about it. First and foremost, let's talk about estrogen dominance, okay? I always start off with this. When you have fibroids, when you have cysts, when you have PCOS, when you have all these reproductive health issues, even autoimmune disorders, right? When you have these issues, guess what? We're dealing with a hormonal imbalance that's called estrogen dominance, okay? And it's so important for you to understand and know about this. You know why? This has been going on for years before you even develop the fibroids. If your hormones are imbalanced, there's no way you can develop fibroids. If your hormones are imbalanced, there's no way you can develop PCOS. There's no way you can develop ovarian cysts. If your hormones are imbalanced, then more than likely you're gonna be able to conceive when you want to conceive. You're not gonna have early menopause and all these things going on, right? So when we talk about estrogen dominance, if you're dealing with estrogen dominance, hey to everybody that's in, this means that we're dealing with an imbalance of estrogen and progesterone in the body. And that does have a heavy effect on your menstrual cycles, okay? Also, we're gonna read the signs and the symptoms as well. Also when you are estrogen dominant, you open your body up to develop things like fibroids, to develop things, like PCOS and all these issues, right? Even at its worst, infertility. At its worst, even breast cancer, uterine cancer, these are all estrogen dominant cancers, okay? That's why it's so important for you to address it when you're dealing with estrogen dominance. It's so important for you to reverse it, and it's so important for you to get to the root cause of the problem and restore hormonal balance within your body. Somebody said they're testosterone dominant. Okay, so definitely, do you have PCOS, India? Okay, hey, Aaliyah. Yes, you guys are coming in. Yes, if you guys don't mind, please like the video. You can just have it on the screen. So let's talk about it. If you have any, about 75% of women are estrogen dominant. That's a huge number. That's a huge number. And the danger about that is you see most women are dealing with either fibroids, ovarian cysts, endometriosis, infertility. Most women are dealing with one of these issues, or some of them are a couple of these issues. Somebody messaged me the other day, so they're dealing with PCOS, fibroids, and ovarian cysts. And this is what happens when we continue to let these issues go on. When we don't address them from the roots, then PCOS and fibroids, yes, those two, I just got diagnosed with endometriosis. These are common issues with women, right? Common, but not normal. And what we don't know is that we can get to the root cause of the problem. We can get rid of these issues naturally, okay? So we're gonna talk about what's the root cause. So if you have any of these issues, right? Any of these health conditions, the root cause of it is estrogen dominance. If you have fibroids, the root cause is estrogen dominance. If you have PCOS, the root cause is estrogen dominance. If you have even autoimmune disorders, I'm talking about from lupus to MS, yes. You know, you never know how estrogen dominance is going to present in your body. It could be 5 women that are estrogen dominant and one person has fibroids, the next person has PCOS, the next person has lupus, the next person has endometriosis, adenomyosis. You know, you never know how these things are going to present in the body, okay? So endometriosis is also, the root cause of that is estrogen dominance, adenomyosis, breast cancer. So you see breast cancer, again, you have estrogen receptors in the breast and also in the uterus as a woman. So this is why you have to be careful, okay? Endometriosis, yes, we're talking about that as well. I have a 23 centimeter fibroid, scared of surgery to remove, I have a 23 centimeter fibroid, scared of surgery to remove or it growing back. Yeah, because if your body develop a big fibroid, that means that, what does that mean? That means that you are, in a sense, prone to fibroids. So if your body can develop a big fibroid, it can develop another one and another one, just like women that have multiple fibroids. So the worst thing you actually can do is get surgery. You want to, again, shrink it and get rid of it naturally. No matter how, yes, even 23 centimeters. I know that's pretty big, but you still want to do that. Because again, what is the cause of, okay, we're going to talk about PCOS, India. We're going to talk a little bit about PCOS. This topic is mainly about fibroids. But if you listen, this is all of this stuff is all correlated. It has the same root cause. You're estrogen dominant if you have PCOS too, whether it's estrogen, testosterone dominant or whatever, right? So just keep that in mind. And just be patient, okay? How do you get rid of fibroids? Aaliyah, I have a whole training on that, a whole full bundle course. Make sure you guys are following me, first of all. But if you go to the link in my bio, I have a 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course, a whole course on that, full bundles, okay? If you want to know step by step how to get rid of fibroids, okay? So, infertility, also the root cause of that a lot of times is estrogen dominance, okay? A lot of women that have issues with fertility, okay? The food, we're going to talk about the food. Absolutely, we're going to talk about the food, okay? Uterine cancer, increased blood clotting. I said this the other day. Somebody said their doctor put them on birth control for blood clots, and I said your doctor is trying to kill you, because you understand when you have birth control actually increases the likelihood of blood clots. So you shouldn't be taking birth control for blood clots. Hopefully, she's able to come back. But yes, if you're considering surgery, it will make it worse. Thank you. So I let them know. It will make it worse. It will make them worse. Okay, so that's just a few. Now, let me read off the signs and symptoms that you're estrogen dominant, so every woman can know on here whether they're estrogen dominant or not, okay? Let me read off the signs and symptoms. This is very, very important, so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. They're telling me surgery is only optional because of my size. They will tell you anything. They want you in that surgery room, okay? There's women that have a 1 centimeter fibroid and the doctor is saying surgery, or the doctor is saying hysterectomy. You can't trust everything they say. They want you in their surgery room because they get incentives when you guys have these surgeries, but they don't tell you it's gonna come back. So then what? There was a woman that had four fibroid surgeries. Exactly, see? So we have to start, I don't want to say this in a mean way, but we gotta start using a little bit of common sense, right? These doctors are always going to surgery. They want to get you, but here's the thing. They don't tell you it comes back, and they don't tell you when you develop a big fibroid, it can happen again and again. So then after so many times you have surgery, then what? Right? Then they're gonna tell you, hey, you just have a hysterectomy, just take it all out. You know. So here's the thing: if we heal ourselves naturally, the doctors and pharmacists won't have a thank you. See, let them know. And listen. There's many former doctors, there's many former pharmacists who have left that field and have gone into the holistic realm. Do you guys know Dr. Bobby Price? Okay, he's somebody I follow. He used to be a pharmacist. Now he's like a holistic doctor. Google him if you don't know him. Amazing. Okay. So, hey, everybody. Okay. Yeah, me too. I love him. Even my ex is like obsessed with him now and doing his stuff and all that, So he's really good. Any guy that thinks that, that has health issues, I push them to Dr. Bobby Price. He's amazing. Okay. Because I don't take on men clients. His iron pills keep me alive. Listen, they're amazing. Okay. I've tried them a long time ago, but they're good. Okay. As long as the iron pills is herbal, they're good, right? What's the name again? Google Dr. Bobby Price. But anyway, let's talk about it. If you have any of these signs, ladies, this means that you are estrogen dominant. You are estrogen dominant. Breast tenderness. If you have breast tenderness, even if it's during your cycle, okay? Even if it's during your cycle, that means you're estrogen dominant. You're not supposed to be, hi, Jackie. You're not supposed to be deficient excuse me. You're not supposed to have breast tenderness. Y'all are distracting me with these comments. But you ask questions, okay? It's just so many comments. Okay, so, but yeah, just be careful about giving advice in the comment section because I see that a lot. Sometimes it's not the right advice, okay? So be careful. Juicy, oh, hey. Welcome. Make sure you guys are following me if you're watching for the first time. Okay, so let's explore the symptoms and signs of estrogen dominance. I said breast tenderness. If you have an issue with breast tenderness, whether it's on your cycle, and if you do, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat. Bloating. If you have an issue with bloating, before your cycle, during your cycle, bloating is inflammation. Okay. Put a 1 if you guys have any of these. Fibrocystic breasts. If you cysts in your breasts. If you deal with low libido, decreased libido. Okay, very common. This is common among women due to, especially as they get older, due to your hormones be out of balance. Yeast infections and BV, you're not supposed to be getting infections, okay, in the vaginal area, okay? Mood swings as well. Your irritability, you just get really angry before your cycle or during your cycle, okay? Put a 1 in the chat if this is you. Depression and anxiety. These rates of depression and anxiety among women are going up. And a lot of women don't understand this is a hormonal issue, okay? I already said irritability. You have cold hands and feet. And I'm not talking about if you're like playing in snow. I'm talking about just in general. You have cold hands and feet. Okay. You have, when you comb your hair, you notice a lot of it comes out. I'm not in Florida, hon. Okay. So when you comb your hair, you notice a lot comes out. You notice a lot of shedding. Your hair is shedding. You notice that. You notice that you have irregular cycles. If you have any of these, put a 1 in the chat. If you're dealing with heavy bleeding, okay, heavy bleeding during your cycles, okay, put a 1 in the chat if that's you. If you have painful cycles, if you're dealing with pain during your menstrual cycles, that's never normal. That's never normal. When you're in pain, that's never normal, okay? If you're dealing with a menstrual cycle that's longer than 4 days, that's not normal. That's hemorrhaging. If you're dealing with a menstrual cycle, put a 1 in the chat if that's you. That's definitely a sure sign. If you're dealing with a menstrual cycle, that means you have prolonged menstrual cycles. If you have any issues with your thyroid, any issues, put a 1 in the chat. If you have a sluggish metabolism, like you're it's very hard for you to lose weight. Okay, I know a lot of women that have PCOS deal with that. Okay, it's very hard, for you to lose weight. If you're dealing with insomnia, put a 1 in the chat. It's hard for you to fall asleep, or you wake up multiple times in the middle of the night, and it's very hard to go back to sleep. Okay, if you're dealing with skin issues such as acne, eczema, like rashes, things like that, any serious skin issues. Put a 1 in the chat. If you're dealing with vaginal dryness, that is not normal, even in what you think is menopause, okay, because that's a whole nother conversation. Okay, this person is just distracting. It's just, okay. Please don't be, okay. I just have to mute accounts. I said vegetable. Any issues with the gallbladder? Any issues with the gallbladder? And I said this the other day. You should not be taking out your gallbladder. Nobody should be taking out their gallbladder. Okay, no matter you're supposed to detoxify your gallbladder. It's a digestive organ. Your body needs that. Okay, so if you have any issues with the gallbladder, that's an estrogen dominance issue. That also means that, listen, we gotta do a lot of cleansing in the body. Headaches and migraines. Okay. And if you had your gallbladder taken out, let me know in the comment section, because they try to get everybody to take. They want people to take out their organs so bad, okay? From gallbladder to uterus it makes no sense. Mine is heavy flow, but 4 days flow. Okay, if it's heavy, then yes, it's still. Thank you so much, Katrina, for the roses. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love roses. If it's heavy, then yes, it's still estrogen dominance. I had mine removed. I was working at 13. Wow. Okay, Shamika. I feel like I said your name wrong. Hopefully I said it right. Okay. Yes. Okay. So let's talk about also too headaches and migraines. If you get those randomly all the time, that used to be me, to the point where I thought that I was like, do I have a brain tumor? What's going on? I'm always having these headaches. If you, perfect. I said it right. Okay. Yay. Okay. So put a 1 in the chat if you deal with headaches, random headaches and migraines to the point where you can't even get through the day. You got to sit in darkness. It gets really bad. Okay. Infertility. If you're dealing with infertility, yes, more than likely this is estrogen dominance. Put a 1 in the chat. And if you are, just to let you know, I also help women who are dealing with fertility issues. I've helped many women who in the past had fertility issues get pregnant and be able to conceive. Okay. Do you send in the Netherlands? What do you mean, do I send in the Netherlands? I'm not sure what that question means. If you dealing with breast cancer or any other hormone dependent cancer, breast cancer, uterine cancer, cervical cancer, endometrial cancer, these cancers are estrogen dominant cancers, okay? So put a 1 in chat if you're dealing with that. So these are the most common signs, even to the point where, I didn't even say insulin resistance as well. That could also, yes, insulin resistance is also a sign and symptom. Like it gets really bad, ladies. So when you have any of these issues, this is an estrogen dominant issue, right? So it's so important because at its worst, it can present like as cancer later on when you don't get to the root cause of the problem. That's why it's so important for you to restore your hormonal balance. When you notice that things are out of balance, your body will tell you, and listen to your body. You would do 100 tests, and then, a lot of from these doctor's office, which their accuracy on these tests, I'm very, I don't know. But your body would tell you if something's wrong, right? When you have these heavy cycles, when you have painful cycles, when your body will let you know when something's when something's wrong, okay? Is insulin resistance genetic? No, but they will act like it is. No, it's your habits that determine whether you're insulin resistant or not. It's your habits. I struggle with conceiving. Anything good to use? You gotta change. You gotta restore your hormonal balance, Katrina, wholeheartedly. You have to change your entire diet and lifestyle. I just joined. I may have missed something. Yes, you don't want to. So I'm the type of specialist. I'm never gonna say just use this and everything will be okay, because that's not true. And people that tell you that's not true. You gotta change like a series of. You gotta really change your lifestyle, because if you develop any of these issues, if you're not able to conceive, then more than likely we're dealing with an imbalance in the body. Okay. The body somehow, some way does not feel safe enough to conceive, okay? And you'll be surprised that there's women in their 20s dealing with this, and their 30s dealing with this. It's not even just, over 30. You know how they say over 35, which is not true, but that's not another conversation, okay? So if you have any of those issues with estrogen dominant, thank you guys so much for following me. If you're not following me, make sure you guys follow me, because tomorrow we're doing part 2. Now, poor diet is also one of the root causes of fibroids and PCOS and ovarian cysts. Your diet is horrible, okay? More than likely, I'm not saying every single person, but I'm saying about 99% of people that have fibroids, PCOS, ovarian cysts, their diet is horrible. Put a 1 in the chat if you know you can do better with your diet, okay? And everybody's a work in progress, okay? So don't feel bad, but put a 1 in the chat if you know, look, my diet is not the best. I know that and that was my reason for getting fibroids, because in case you guys are new here, I used to have fibroids too, okay? It's hard for me to get pregnant, so the doctor is helping me plan a pregnancy. What do you mean plan a pregnancy? Is it IVF? Okay. So you guys, okay. So whenever you're talking about fibroids, this is linked to estrogen, like I said, high estrogen levels in the body, or an imbalance of estrogens in the body, right? Just an imbalance, right? You have a lot of bad estrogens in the body that are creating toxins in the body, right? And this could be from birth control to to the food that you're eating, because there's certain types of food that you eat that do raise estrogen levels in the body. Okay, because if your body cannot naturally detoxify itself, if you're eating foods that are blocking your body from detoxifying itself, that's going to naturally create a whole bunch of excess hormones in the body, excess toxins, excess waste, and it's going to make it very hard for your body to function the way it's supposed to. And then we develop toxins in the pelvic area, and it's how we introduce fibroids, cysts, and infertility, things like that, right? So when the body is filled with toxins, it doesn't operate the way it's supposed to, okay? So when you talk about diets, let's talk about it. Diets that are high in meat and dairy these are studies, raise estrogen levels in the body, okay? So if you eat a lot of meat and dairy, by default, you're gonna have high estrogen levels, okay? These are linked, and also meat and dairy too are also linked to increased risk of fibroids, and not just fibroids, bigger fibroids, okay? Bigger people that eat meat and dairy, they tend to develop more bigger fibroids, multiple fibroids, right? They eat a lot of meat and dairy, okay? Especially red meat. Okay, so you gotta change your diet. A lot of women with fibroids don't have so most women that have fibroids, they have a diet that's lacking in minerals, that's lacking in nutrients. They have a diet that's more than likely too many processed foods, too much sugar. Sugar is a big one. Okay? This is what leads to the creation of these tumors in the body, right? So this leads to imbalance in the body. So if you're feeding your body on a day-to-day basis with processed foods, fried foods, white rice, which breaks down as sugar, or all this white flour stuff that breaks down in the body as sugar. Like, how do you think, how's your body going to be able to get enough nutrients? How is your body going to be able to absorb the nutrients that it is getting, the little nutrients that it's getting? How can your body absorb that? And that's why a lot of women are iron deficient. They have these issues, are deficient in iron, okay? Your body, and deficient in many other, zinc, potassium, magnesium, these things that we need, as women to be healthy. A lot of fiber. A lot of women are deficient in all of these things, all of these vitamins and minerals, right? So this is very serious. Your body's having number one, you're polluting the body with so many things that your body doesn't even know what it is. It's like trying to break it down. And a lot of people that have fibroids have gut issues, right? Because you already have a backed up digestive system if you have fibroids, PCOS, ovarian cysts, endometriosis, any of those reproductive health issues. You have a backed up digestive system. So then you make it worse when you continue to pollute it with all of this processed foods, okay? I'm going through looking for questions. What if I never got a cycle, but the doctor says everything is, but I'm 21. If you never got a cycle and you're 21, something's up. Now, do you experience any symptoms? Like, do you experience any health issues? Let me know. Sorry, my mistake. Fibroids was told to have a hysterectomy and found your channel. Safi, I'm so happy that you found my channel, my page. Okay, and if you guys are not following me, make sure you guys are following me. There's so many women that literally just follow me and say, I canceled my hysterectomy appointment because I realized that, look, if I have these fibroids, it's something deeper there that a hysterectomy is not going to be able to fix, and actually, a hysterectomy will make things worse. Same thing about a myomectomy. A myomectomy can't fix estrogen dominance. A UFE procedure cannot fix estrogen dominance. You still have that, okay? So you gotta get to the root cause of the problem. Wow, it's a blessing I stumbled upon this. Yes, so happy that you stumbled upon it. Yes. Yes, Mahogany, welcome. Make sure you guys are following. And make sure you guys are also joining my email list. All you have to do to join my email list is literally click the link in my bio. That's it. And you'll see where to join my email list, okay? Join my email list, become a part of the family so you'll know what I'm doing part 2, okay? Because I'm going to tell my email list what I'm doing part 2. Okay, same, too much sugar for me. Yeah, a lot of, especially if you're in the States, sugar, too much sugar. Most doctors don't understand iron, copper, and zinc is needed. Listen, even fiber, they only talk about protein. That's it. Listen, you're getting enough protein. You need fiber, iron, zinc, magnesium, potassium, like all of these things. Okay, so very, very important. I just followed you. Okay, thank you so much. Make sure you guys are following. And join the email list too, Katrina. Okay, ginger tea. Okay, so what was I going to say? I started a diet this week. I cut out soda, sugar, and gluten. Good. Those are gut killers. And I'm saying this for everybody. Good job, Boogie Baby. But when it comes to sugar, soda, gluten, these are the worst things for fibroids, right? So ladies, listen up. That white rice, the sushi, listen, okay? Do you think there's a truth behind? I'm going to talk about chemical relaxers, absolutely, because yes, that's definitely very true, Vanessa. That's on the list of root causes. That's on the list. They said I'm pre-diabetic. Okay, there you go. So we have insulin resistance. So that's not good health, right? That's not good health. You got to restore the hormonal balance in your body, and you're supposed to bleed monthly, hon. Okay, don't let any doctor tell you you're not supposed to do it. If you were born a woman, you're supposed to bleed monthly. Okay. Now, if you got a period like around 17 or 18, that's totally fine. But 21, that's cause for concern. Okay. What about endometriosis? The doctor said I need a partial hysterectomy. No, you don't. I just had a client, and I said this. I put a video out on this. If you've been following me, Double B. Just had a client, got rid of a 6 centimeter fibroid in 3 months, and she also had endometriosis. Okay, which they say you can't really diagnose it unless you've had surgery. I don't know, but she had the symptoms. She had very severe pelvic pain. She had cysts. She had 14-day cycles in which some of the days she could not go to work because she's in so much pain. Like, it was excruciating pain. So she had fibroids and endometriosis. And in 3 months, we got rid of the fibroid, and all her endometriosis symptoms are gone. She graduated from our program December 31st, 2023. Her cycles went from 14 days of excruciating pain to 4 days of just ease and not being heavy, just 4 days. And her cycles, and also too, she no longer has skin issues, because when you have these issues, you can have some women that also present in their skin. So her skin looks better, she's happier, she's young too. She's not even up to 30. So she was going through all that. She didn't even think she'd be able to have a child, get married. But now she sees a bright future. She's healed and has a bright future ahead of her. Okay, her life has completely changed, and now she feels more confident. So when you heal your body, you don't just heal on the inside. It reflects on the outside. It reflects in your everyday life. It reflects on the choices that you make when you heal your body. When you just cut into your body and take it out and get surgery, you feel a little okay for a few months, but then what happens when they come back? Because you haven't got to the root cause of the problem. That's the beauty of getting to the root cause of the problem. Yes, is it harder? Yes. But you actually heal the problem, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Same here, too. Decided today because my, okay, we're going to get back to the list. I'm looking for questions. We're going to get back to the list of root causes. Okay, so, do you think supplements help? Herbal supplements do help. Only herbs. That I don't know about what else they got going on. Only herbs. Herbal supplements help. The sugar from fruit. Okay, absolutely. That's natural sugar. The sugar in fruit is not sugar. It's natural sugar. Okay, it's not the same sugar that you're gonna see in candy or treats, or even it's not the same sugar that you'll see in white rice that breaks. It was not that same sugar. It's not processed or refined sugar. It's natural sugar from the earth. It's natural. Your body actually needs that. It fuels your body. Fruit is powerful. Eat it every single day. A lot of people are not eating enough fruit. Okay, let's talk about your liver. Well, hold on. I'll talk about liver. We'll talk about hair relaxers. Somebody mentioned hair relaxers, and I'm gonna also segue into birth control. A lot of women that got hair relaxers for many years. I know a lot of them. Hopefully, nobody's getting it right now. I pray y'all not getting it now. But back then, when they were popular, a lot of women were getting it. African American women were getting it. Every month, every 6 weeks, every 2 months, whatever, right? They contain they contain, what do they call it? They contain something that literally makes your hormones imbalanced. Endocrine disruptors, I'm sorry. I don't know why that name escaped me for a second. They contain endocrine disruptors. They have lots of chemicals. Even just the smell alone of those, of those harsh chemicals of a relaxer are very damaging. And you're putting it on your scalp. When you put something on your scalp, you can easily absorb it. You can absorb it. It's very dangerous. And they were doing it to young girls, so it's very, very, it's serious. A lot of women have fibroids today due to those chemicals, due to those endocrine disruptors and the relaxers. So if you are doing a relaxer right now, or you're doing it to your daughter, please, please, please do not, okay? But I think more women, we know now that is not it. It's very, very, very toxic to the body. If you just Google hair relaxers and fibroids. You'll see so many lawsuits of people suing these hair relaxer companies due to, being infertile, due to hair relaxers, having fibroids, having had hysterectomies, so many things, okay? Positive HPV cells in the pap. What herbs are good to get? You gotta change your, okay, I don't really like to talk about HPV. So message me, okay? Message me, because that's way off topic. Message me, Shay, okay? I'm 55 going through premenopause and I have fibroids. Okay. GYN has been trying to take them out. I say no. So what was I gonna say? So fibroids, unfortunately, around that age, it's 50s, 40s, very, like, so many women have it. I get so many messages, even women in their 60s, that's late 60s having fibroids, okay? So do not take them out. You actually made the right choice not to take them out. You can shrink and get rid of them on your own pussy, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so birth control. A lot of women have fibroids due to birth control, okay? And if you guys are enjoying the live, all you have to do is like the live. All you have to do is type on the screen to like the live. A lot of women A lot of women have fibroids, have PCOS, have ovarian cysts due to birth control, being on birth control previously, or being on it right now. So if you're on birth control, make a decision today to get off. Let me tell you what you're doing to your body when you take birth control, okay? When you take birth control, you're flooding your body every single day with synthetic estrogens, synthetic progesterones. Your body knows the difference between your natural hormones, I always say this, and these fake synthetic hormones coming from the pill, coming from all this stuff, right? The pill, the patch, the IUD. IUDs are even worse. Don't get me started on that. Your body knows the difference between these fake hormones. So your body, what it's doing is overloading your body, creating toxins in your body because it is fake. Anything hormonal, especially if you already have a hormone imbalance. Hormone therapy, same thing. Fertility treatment, same thing. They just create toxins in the body. What you're supposed to do is restore hormonal balance within your body so that your real hormones can do the work for you, right? You were born with glands that produce hormones. However, if those glands are blocked, they're not healthy, then okay. But here's the thing, you got to get your body healthy so they can produce the right amount of hormone. Because if you produce too little or too much of one hormone, you're going to feel it intensely, right? That's going to affect your health. You got to get your glands to the point where they're producing the right amount of hormone. You do that by restoring balance in the body, okay? You got to change your lifestyle. You got to change your total lifestyle transformation. Everybody that's listening to this, if you are a woman, you have to make sure that your hormones are in balance. We are very hormonally vulnerable as women, okay? When I stopped birth control, the fibroids showed up. Yeah, that's what's going to happen because, listen, when you are on birth control, your natural hormones are being suppressed. It was developing while you were on the birth control. You just didn't know. But your natural hormones are being suppressed. So you may feel okay on birth control. Some people feel okay on birth control, but as soon as you get off, your body starts acting crazy. Because it's like, it's showing you what you were really doing to your body all those months and years you were on birth control, okay? Your natural hormones were just being suppressed, so you didn't understand what was going on in your body. You're creating toxins in the body. If you are on birth control, I know this is not popular to say, get off of it today, okay? You're destroying your body, okay? I know because I work with so many women that was on birth control, and now they have fibroids, and now they're dealing with fertility issues, and now they have PCOS, and now almost all my clients that were on, so even if you've been on it, I don't care if you've been on it since you were 10, get off of it now, okay? I'm not on birth control, but always having heavy, periods every month. I'm not saying it's only because of birth control, but we're reading off the root causes. One of them is birth control, okay? So you can still have heavy periods and never have taken birth control, okay? So favored, blessed. Listen, if you have fibroids, PCOS, even heavy bleeding, some of this stuff will apply to you. If you have heavy bleeding, that means you have a hormonal imbalance, okay? So, your liver health. If you have fibroids, if you have really bad cycles, if you have PCOS, endometriosis, ovarian cysts, any of those conditions, you have a liver that is, compromised. It's not functioning the way it's supposed to. Part of your liver's job is your liver is your body's master detoxifier. It's supposed to clear out excess hormones, excess toxins, things that's going to, create havoc in your body. If you have any of these conditions, fibroids, any of these heavy bleeding, any of these things, cysts, Your liver's not doing its job. Your liver's not doing its job because it's overloaded. It's overloaded, okay? So you have to really focus in on your liver health. Your liver is stagnant. That's how you start getting these issues when you have bad liver health. That's why I have in my 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids food bundle course. That course, one of the trainings are on liver health, how to cleanse the liver. It's so important. And your liver health and your reproductive health are like this, okay? Same thing with the lymphatic system, okay? I've been looking at a wild yam cream. Y'all, you could take it, but you still have to get to the root cause of the problem. What created the hormonal imbalance? Like, these remedies and all this stuff is fine, but you got to get to the root cause of the problem. You still have to change your diet and lifestyle habits, right? So that's why I say don't get so caught up with the herbs and this and that until you've changed your lifestyle and habits, and then we can start putting herbs, in the mix and all that stuff, right? Hopefully that makes sense. I had polyps. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Ladies, if you're not following me, be sure to follow me because we're doing part 2 tomorrow. Okay. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, we're doing part 2 tomorrow. I don't know the time, but if you're following me, you'll know the time. Okay. So make sure you guys are following me. We're doing part 2 tomorrow. Okay. Let's talk about what causes fibroids and PCOS and all these issues especially fibroids, right? This is more towards fibroids, even cysts. But what causes these things on an energetic level? Being in unfulfilling relationships, okay, or marriages. This one is gonna, yeah. As a matter of fact, hey, Marsh. Yes, Marsh, I'm gonna address that. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna address that, Marsh, because I don't watch the show, but I'm happy you tagged me in it because we got a lot to talk about in that video. Okay, let's talk about it. When you develop fibroids, when you develop cysts, for a lot of women, now this may not apply to you. Don't get upset. A lot of women that develop these things due to unfulfilling relationships. You're not getting your needs met in relationships. You're not fulfilled. You just with somebody just because it's a warm. Somebody keep you warm. It's just to have somebody. You with somebody just to have somebody, but you're not fulfilled, and you know that. I can't answer that question for you. You know that. I know that that's the case with many women. Okay. You feel inadequate because if you are in a fulfilling relationship or marriage, there's a part of you that's lacking self-worth and feelings of not feeling. And I know that the number's about to go low because nobody wants to hear this part, but this is very true. When you develop fibroids, there's also spiritual and energetic reasons, right? So here's the thing. When you develop fibroids, right, you got to start assessing your life. Look around. Like, are you fulfilled with your career? Are you fulfilled with your relationships? Are you fulfilled with your marriages? With your marriage? Okay. Are you fulfilled with who you're with, right? Your life partner. That's like one of the most important, decisions you can make. Your life partner, right? You got to start looking and really assessing. And some women have said, I've developed fibroids after a really bad narcissistic relationship or going through a really bad breakup. I saw somebody tell me that they actually, something really horrific happened to their significant other. Okay. So just keep that in mind. That's one of the root causes. I'm not saying it's going to be every single woman on this live, but for a lot of women, yes. Okay. Yes. Yes. Stress would do it too. That's another root cause. We might go into that more so tomorrow, but tomorrow's going to be really good. Listen. Okay. Now, stress is one. That stress is a lot for a lot of women is one. We're going to really dive into stress tomorrow because that's definitely one. And even let's talk about unfulfilling career, unfulfilling job. That's another thing as well, okay? Because you have to understand, right? We live in a culture, especially in the Western world, right, where it's not really conducive to women. And this is why I say this, right? You guys can say it's a patriarchal world or whatever, but it's not really conducive. This is why I say that, right? Women are responsible to be providers and still nurturers, right? So it's kind of like a lot of women have 2 jobs. So women still have to work. A lot of women, most women, not all, most women still have to work and provide, still provide financially and nurture and do the nurturing, right? So that really overwhelms a lot of women, right? Because that's a very overwhelming, right? If you don't have support, if you don't have enough support, right? So there's that. And then a lot of women as women, right? Because the womb, you got to understand the womb is a place of creation. Yes, we create babies in there, but also you create passions, you create, ideas, you create, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of women are living their lives where they're not able to dive into their passions, their creative outlets, right? They're living their life for okay, I'm just trying to feed my family. I'm just trying to pay the bills. I'm in autopilot. They're living, but they're existing, but they're not living. You get what I'm saying? And there's a difference between you're merely existing, trying to get by in survival mode, but you're not really living. You get what I'm saying? So hopefully that makes sense, right? And I'm not talking about, oh, you just take a couple of vacations, every year. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you create a life for yourself where you are able to do what you love, right? You're in the career that you love. There's that as well. There's unfulfillment somewhere in your life. It may not be in a relationship, maybe it's in your job. There's unfulfillment somewhere. I'm not saying you have to have a perfect life. I'm not saying that because nobody does, but are you fulfilled with what you have going on? I need your treatment for my daughter. What's the cost? Can you also cover that? What do you mean? No, I can't cover costs. But, you want me to talk? Okay. So I do have, today's the last day to work with me for 6 weeks in my Detoxify Your Womb program. Okay, working with me for 6 weeks. That means you serious. You're like, look, I'm ready to change my life. I'm ready to get rid of these fibroids. I'm ready to, enhance my fertility, right? And get rid of being infertile. I'm ready to get rid of these cysts. And cysts is really easy to get rid of. I'm ready to get rid of endometriosis. I'm ready to change my life. If you're ready to work with me, I have a couple spots for 6 weeks, but today's the last day until midnight. We got about 7 hours. So send me a message or email me if you want to work. Somebody just signed up this morning. Okay. Today's the last day to work with me for 6 weeks in my Detoxify Your Womb program, in that program. Okay. Now if you want to work with me for 3 months, you can always, that's always open. You just have to qualify. You have to fill out the questionnaire to see if it's a good fit. That's it, right? But for women that want to work with me for 6 weeks, let's go. Okay. Let's go. She will start seeing results. Yes. Well, let me just tell you a little bit about my 6 week clients. Now, these were in my 6 week womb healing intensive, right? Let me just explain. They started January 1st. By week 2, one of them, anemia was gone, and before she came to me, her anemia was so bad she was in the hospital. That's why she had to keep going back to get tested for her blood levels. By week 2, she went to get tested. Anemia gone, her iron levels were up. Her doctors were shocked and they were so happy. She also said that she feels better because her fibroid is not pressing on her lower belly anymore. And she's a small woman, but her fibroid was pressing that lower belly out, right? I had somebody else who said that she feels better. The cycle that she got this month was so much better than before. She used to bleed for like 11 days, heavy. Her cycle is so much better. Okay, it's clearing up. And she's like, I don't feel like weak anymore. I feel like I have more energy. They're able to see those results they would see those results in just a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks. Okay. Now we've done the wound detoxification. They feel they're amazing. Like even their energy, like is so much better. Like I could just tell by talking to them, they're so much happier. And we've only been they haven't even completed their 6 weeks yet. It's only been like 4 weeks. Okay. They're seeing all that within. So now, is the fibroid going to be gone in 6 weeks? No. More than likely, no. Unless it's like 1 centimeter or something. More than likely, no. But are you going to see a difference? And am I going to teach you how to get rid of fibroids? So even after the program, you're still continuing your journey? Yes. No, it's not a detox. We do a detox, but it's not a full no, it's not a detox. I'm working with you to change your lifestyle habits. I'm working with you to change your habits. I'm working with you to change your entire life, okay? This is a lifestyle transformation. It's not just take one pill or take one detox and that's it. No, it's a lifestyle transformation completely, okay? Yes, because the fibroids drink the blood. Yeah, absolutely, they sure do. And when you have fibroids, that digestive system is backed up so that your body can't even absorb iron properly or absorb other nutrients properly. That's why women that have fibroids and cysts and all these things are so nutrient deficient, okay? So dehydrated on a cellular level. And a lot of us are still engaging in things that are going to dehydrate us even more, okay? So if you want to work, if you content household, if you want your daughter to work with me, it is $1,800. Yes, it's worth it, okay? We do have payment plans. We have a payment plan, okay? We have card number, we have Afterpay as well, okay? Tonight's the last night to work with me in the Detoxify Your Womb program for 6 weeks, okay? This is for women that want to change their life. Let's go. If you're scared, if you're like, I don't know if I'm ready to change. I kind of want to keep my bad habits. It's not for you, okay? I'm looking for women that are trying to change, okay? If that's you, send me a message. And also, email me. Now, got it. I found your info on the site. I have to start. I have to have her start. How old is your daughter? I'm already on the email list. Great content. Yay. Okay, great. How old is your daughter? Content household. But yes, I would love to help your daughter though. Like I've had people tell me, look, I need you to help my wife. I'm like, come on. They're perfect age, perfect. Let's get her started now so that her years after this can be amazing. When you continue to hold on to these fibroids and these cysts and these, you're lowering your quality of life. She's in her 30s. This is her best years. Like, come on now. She's like, it's no more suffering with fibroids. This is the best time in her life. Okay. She's not going to get these years back. And I regret the times that I spent in my 20s dealing with fibroids. I regret because I've wasted so many years. Because we know that fibroids affect sometimes it affects you on a daily basis. You emotionally, socially, your relationships. It has an effect. I know I feel so bad for her. Yeah. It's time for her to change her life. Okay, agreed. The same. Hey, I am this lady. Yes, I hate them. Exactly. It's an everyday thing with fibroids. I had to wear bigger clothes because I felt uncomfortable. Like you feel like your body's not your own. You feel like the fibroids rule your body. It's not your body. The fibroids. We can't settle for that. We can't settle for that. We can't settle for that type of life. That's a miserable type of life. Okay. I'm in pain right now, Mia. And if you guys are like, look, you want to work with me, but maybe you're not ready yet, I do have a course called my 12 Steps on How to Shrink Your Fibroids full bundle course that's also got amazing results, okay? It's $333, okay? We have Carnet and Afterpay. What's the website? If you go to the link in my bio, just go to my page. On the top, you'll see the link in my bio. Now, I don't have the 6 weeks. I have the Detoxify Your Womb program on my website, but I don't have the 6 weeks option on my website. So you have to send me a message if you want to, because that's not something I offer all the time. Send me a message if you want to work with me for 6 weeks, okay? Send me a message or email me. And so I think Content House, when you say you're on my email list, so all you have to do literally is reply to one of those emails and just email me, okay? Just did surgery to remove okay, Kim and Kel, we're not talking about surgery, but if you want to learn how to prevent them, okay, you're in the right place. Okay, great. Okay, so you guys have any questions? It's almost been an hour already. Okay, let's talk about vitamin D. And I'm gonna talk about a couple more things before we go. Remember, tomorrow's part 2. Be here tomorrow and make sure you're following me. And you're not gonna know the time unless you are on my email list. All you have to do is go to the link in my bio to join my email list. That's it, okay? So so all you have to do is go to the link in my bio. And ladies, if you're dealing with heavy bleeding, then I have a $47 training on how to eliminate heavy bleeding. It's only $47 on my site. You go to the link, okay? So we gotta stop suffering. I got resources for everybody at every price point. I have things that are $27 all the way up to thousands, right? But if you want to work with me, that is gonna cost you, right? If we're working together, that's gonna be more expensive. My courses, I have reasonably priced. I have things so nobody can say I can't afford it. I purposely made it that way, where from $27, I have things that are $19 all the way up. Nobody can say they can't work with me. Nobody. Hi, good afternoon, Sunshine B. Hope that you're feeling better, and I hope that you started using that course. Okay, I hope that you started using the course. I know you just got it. But yes, okay, so let's talk about low vitamin D. A lot of women that have fibroids, most women that have fibroids and these cysts and endometriosis, vitamin D is a very important vitamin. It operates more like a hormone in the body, more so than a vitamin. But then a vitamin is very, very, very amazing for organ. We're not talking about surgery on here. I'm sorry, we just not. Okay, so we're not even having that conversation in here. Like y'all know how I am. People that's coming, you guys know how I am. I don't even want to talk about it. Okay, this is holistic healing. We're not trying to do that. Okay, there's so many, and this is why I get triggered when I hear things, because there's so many platforms, fibroid platforms, all the fibroid platforms. That's all they talk about: surgery, right? They're not telling people how to heal naturally. They're not giving people the power to heal themselves. Right, and Marsh literally sent me. Thank you, Marsh, for sending me this. Marsh sent me a screen recording from Love It. I do not watch Love and Hip Hop. I don't watch reality TV. I think it's trash. But she sent me a screen recording of it. One of the sisters on there had fibroid surgery 4 times and still could not have a baby. Okay, And now she's wanting that one of her sisters to have a baby for her. And that's causing issues in her sister's marriage. Because her now she has to take IVF and all these drugs in order for her to have a I think her name is Yandy. Marsha, if you're still here, correct me if I'm wrong. I think the sister is Yandy or cousin or whatever, right? But her cousin had 4 fibroid surgeries. That's ridiculous. I don't follow all these reality stars, but I'm just saying, like for you guys that Yandy, okay, thank you. Her sister, or cousin had 4 fibroid surgeries. So ladies that are talking about surgery, are you ready for that? Because when you don't get to the root cause of the problem, that's the issue. That's what happens, okay? Had to get an iron infusion yesterday. Oh no. We can't have that, man. We got to get those iron levels up. If you're watching this, I have a $27 or it's a $29 training on how to reverse anemia. Very easy, okay? Very easy. Yandy will donate her eggs. Okay, but she has to take, they said that she has to take IVF or something like that. Marsh, I'm like, I'm not doing that for nobody because that's another thing. But that's I would, that I think that's a very amazing thing for her to do. But putting all these drugs in her body, I can't stand for that, knowing what it does to the body. She's making herself sick, okay? I wish she could do it another way. Can all types of fibroids be shrunk down? Absolutely. Now, is it easier the smaller they are? Yes. Okay? When they get bigger, they do get, but we have to, when they get bigger, you definitely don't want to do surgery. You know what? Why? Because if your body can develop a big fibroid, that means that it can easily develop another one after that surgery, and another one, and another one. The same thing goes for women that have multiple fibroids. Same thing. So don't play yourself. I'm telling you don't play yourself. Okay? So low vitamin D. I'm still going through the bundle. Listen, and make sure that you're changing things today. Can you help Yandy's cousin? I can, but I don't know her. So how am I gonna? If anybody knows Yandy's cousin that has fibroids, connect her with me. I will help her. Okay? I'll refer her to you. Okay. Yeah, I would love to, because who wants to go throughout the rest of their life just having these fibroid surgeries? She's crying. She's frustrated. She's tired. Okay? She's suffering. I'll find her IG. Okay. Yes, I know that. Yeah, go ahead, find her IG and tag me in it. At Sasha Rosa Health Coach. Okay? Tag me in it and maybe she'll see it. Okay? So very, very important. Very, very important. Okay? Low vitamin D, get your vitamin D levels up. If you live in the South, and I know there's ladies in here because a lot of my followers live in the South. Florida, North Carolina, Texas, California especially, the southern part of California, Nevada, the South in general. Y'all have no excuse to be iron deficient. Hawaii, because I do have some followers from Hawaii. There's no excuse. From Africa, the Caribbean, for God's sakes, there's no excuse why you should be deficient in iron. Go outside and get some sun. I'm taking Crystal, where do you live? Because I'm not really a big fan of that D3. I'm just not. Now, let me give you some herbs and natural things that are better for vitamin D. Georgia. Crystal, go outside, get some sun. That's the best vitamin D. Get some sun. Georgia is, I know that sometimes it's cold, but most of the time, you guys have some, most of the time. You guys are better than us in Maryland, okay? Mushrooms have vitamin D. Nettle, it's been cold, yeah. Okay. Yeah, this week is kind of like, a little cloudy. Nettle, dandelion greens are great for parsley, thyme, these things too. Add these things to your seasonings and things like that. Nettle, I know that you guys can take that as an herb as well, but don't let it do all the work for you. Mushrooms, add these things, but I go out, okay, great. And soak in that sun. Listen, the more melanated you are, the more sun that you need. I haven't seen sun in Michigan. Yes, Michigan is not, I have a client that lives out there too. It's really bad. I mean, I know it's really cold out there. They don't have much sun out there. The UK as well. I have clients in the UK, they don't get enough, there's barely any sun over there either. So I get it. Now, I get it for the ladies up in the Midwest, up north, but ladies in the South, y'all have no excuse. Hawaii, Georgia, Texas, Southern California, Nevada, New Mexico, the Bahamas, or in Caribbean in general, there's no excuse, okay? No excuse. The doctor told me today that he's going to prescribe progesterone. Avoid it at all costs. Sunshine, go through that bundle and start today. Today. Don't go through it and not start making the changes to everything you see. I'm telling you, throw yourself into it, okay? I refuse. Do not let them give you that progesterone. I'm telling you, okay? Don't let them give it to you. Start today making changes. If you have processed foods, junk food in your fridge, take it out, throw it away. How much water what have you had today what have you ate today, Sunshine? I'm gonna put you on the spot. What have you ate today? I refuse not to have it. Good. What have you, because I think you're in UK and it's late out there. So I should take vitamin D instead of, well, Crystal, in my opinion, I'm not really a big fan. Now, is it helping? Because those synthetic vitamins, I'm not a big fan of. I would rather you get it from like natural sources, like the sun, or mushrooms, or nettle, right? The thyme, parsley, using those, and herbs. Sea moss is good too for vitamin D. I'd rather you use those instead of like vitamin D3. Now, if you're doing it and it's working consistently, go ahead. But I look at vitamin D3 similar to like these iron pills that they sell at the store or in the doctor's office. They're useless. And iron pills, some of them have really bad side effects. I'm about herbs. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna take any type of vitamin, mineral, I'm about herbs because that's what your body recognizes. I'm not about a lot of these synthetic vitamins, these gummies or whatever they got going on. How would I know if they're working? Okay, so so you'll feel better. You'll feel more, how would you know vitamin D is working? You'll have more energy. You'll feel better. If you were suffering because of low vitamin D, you have like this down mood sometimes. That's one of the side effects. You feel a lot of like, down, depressed. A lot of people, when people are saying to depressed, I'm like, get some vitamin D. Get some vitamin D, right? Get the sun. So you'll feel more vibrant. You just feel better. You'll feel it, okay? But you can get tested, but your body will let you know. Now, also too, your body will start healing, right? That's if you're doing everything else too. But your cycles will start getting better. You won't be having, your symptoms will start getting better. If that makes sense, right? Always let your body talk to you and not these tests that these doctors have. Let your body do the talking, okay? Sleep better. There we go. Thank you, Kayla. Sleep better too. Yes, not snappy. You're more energetic because when you are low in vitamin D, I remember my friend one time was like, I have low vitamin D. She's like, I feel so depressed. And she was cussing everybody out. So yeah, you feel better when you are, okay. So I want to say this for ladies that are watching this, and this was part 1 of the root causes of fibroids, PCOS. I talk about cysts as well. I didn't talk so much about just PCOS, but this applies to PCOS too, okay? We're going to talk more about PCOS tomorrow, all right, as well as the second part of the root causes of fibroids and cysts as well, okay? So make sure you guys come back tomorrow. Join my email list. Click the link in my bio. Follow me first. Click the link in my bio to join my email list so you'll know when I'm going live tomorrow. You'll be here for part 2, okay? You're not going to know if you're not on my email list, okay? So join my email list. I always send an email about 30 minutes before I go live, okay? So you guys will have time to be able to join it. Okay, so join my email list. I'm gonna keep saying that. Join my email list. Join my email. Yeah, y'all are joining. Okay, shout out to you guys if you guys are joining. Okay, I'm seeing my email right now. Okay, so another thing too is today's the deadline to work with me for 6 weeks in my Detoxify Your Womb program. Now, if you want to work with me, you can join my Detoxify Your Womb program anytime, but it's 3 months. The full program is 3 months. But if you want to work with me for 6 weeks, today's the deadline. 7 hours and 7 hours. Okay, so email me or message me if you want to work with me. Send me a DM. Okay, send me a DM. I started taking after fibroid surgery, but the fibroids have come back so sad. I'm so sorry, Crystal. I keep telling people they want to be obsessed with this surgery. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about the ladies that keep talking about surgery or talking about how was it. Not on this live. I have to mute. I'm happy when you guys share your stories and let people know these fibroids come back. You got to get to the root cause of the problem. I don't understand why in 2024 people are still signing up for fibroid surgeries knowing they're going to come back. You cannot avoid doing the work. I'm talking to everybody. Doctors tried talking me into getting a hysterectomy, saying if I want kids, I better start. But don't let them scare you like that. They do that to everybody. They don't let them scare you. A waste, they came back a year and a half later. Crystal, they came back for me a few months later. They were back a few months later. And I was like, this is BS. And I shrunk and got rid of them on my own. So imagine that. And there's another woman told me that she came back within 3 months. It was another woman, like everybody I told not to get surgery, and I said I'm not going to tell people not to do it anymore, because if you can't just make if you are still having fibroid surgery in 2024, something's wrong. Okay, and I told people, so a couple women in 2022 not to get it. They said, I'll get it and I'll just start afterwards. I'll start changing afterwards. They got it. Fibroids came back, both of them. Okay, they're dealing with it again. They don't go away unless you do the work to get them to go away. You have to get to the root cause of the problem. I just did a whole live giving you the root causes, Crystal. I just gave you a whole. You weren't here the whole time. And part 2 is tomorrow. I literally just broke down root causes. How do you shrink them? Hey, Makita, I have a whole, my 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course. Okay? You came on late. No problem. No problem. Make sure you follow me and you join my email list so you'll be here tomorrow. What time? What, Mia? What do you mean what time? I'm kind of late. Makita, if you go to the link in my bio, check out my 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course. You will learn every step to shrink your fibroids and get rid of them, okay? What's in the kit? What kit? The full bundle, the 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about to work with me for 6 weeks? Which one, Mia? I gotta go. Do I have a client call at 5? I do. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go. Okay, real quick before I go. My 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids full bundle course is whole training on giving you 12 steps on how to shrink your fibroids. I'm breaking them down for you, explaining them in full detail, and you also get a bonus step. You get how to cleanse your liver. That training too, because you gotta know that when you have fibroids, how to cleanse your lymphatic system. You gotta know that when you have fibroids, you get a training on that. You also get a training on how to reverse anemia and how to eliminate heavy bleeding. Okay, and also to fibroid-friendly meal plan and fibroid-friendly grocery shopping list. Okay, so you have to cut all sugar, the sugar that's not in fruit, all processed sugar. Okay. Yes, Mia. So you're welcome. All right, you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you guys join my email list. Click the link in my bio to join my email list, and I'll be back tomorrow. So you guys will know when I'm going live. Okay. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much for being on this live. I gotta go. I have a client call. All right. Love you guys. Have a good one. Bye.